So what is a forward head posture? A forward head posture, you can say it can be known by many names. A forward head posture, poking chin syndrome, poking chin posture, computer neck posture, text neck posture, upper cross syndrome. There are few of the things by which a forward head posture can be known. सो अगर आप किसी डॉक्टर के पास विजिट करते हो, आप पूछते हो सर मेरा पॉस्चर कैसा है, तो आ डॉक्टर कैन से सर आपका फॉरवर्ड हेड पॉस्चर है, और ही और शी कैन से कि या पोकिंग चिन पॉस्चर है आपका, या कंप्यूटर नेक या टेक्स्ट नेक पॉस्चर है. और इन फिजियोथेरेपी, फॉर फिजियोथेरेपी स्टूडेंट्स, मेनी ऑफ लाइक योर टीचर्स विल टीच यू अपर क्रॉस सिंड्रोम. इट्स नथिंग, इट्स जस्ट अ फॉरवर्ड हेड पॉस्चर in which you just have your front of your neck muscles get tight and your upper back muscles get loosen up more. So that's called forward head posture. It can be also known as Dwagger's hump. Why a Dwagger's hump? When we have a forward head posture or a cervical pain also, we just see like in cervical, upper spine is known as cervical spine, mid spine is known as thoracic, and the lower spine is known as lumbar spine. So many of you just can see the end of cervical spine, like when we bend our neck, the most prominent bone is our end of cervical spine. So Dwagger's hump. Why forward head posture is called as Dwagger's hump? Is because when we just bend our neck, we can feel a swelling or a hump on the end of the spine. The C7 is the end spine, spinous process. We can see a swelling over there. That's why the forward head posture is also known as Dwagger's hump. Okay, so it's a common spine problem nowadays. It's very common. If we see in comparison to lower back, in comparison to upper back, in comparison to cervical pain, we can see the forward head posture or the cervical pain is a very common spinal problem in nowadays, which is an excessive kyphotic thoracic spine. A forward head posture is not only because of the changes which are occurring in a cervical spine. It actually includes our upper back spine also, because spine is a like continuous spinous processes are attached to each other. So it just when a cervical spine is affected, the lower spine definitely also get affected in that. So a cervical spine, a forward head posture can also be because of a excessive kyphotic thoracic spine. Okay, so in upper back a kyphotic posture is developed. I'll take further what is a kyphotic posture also. So in upper cervical spine, a kyphotic posture get also developed. That's because that can be lead to a neck pain or a cervicogenic headache. Many of will say कि when we have a cervical pain ना, तो we just feel कि हमें हेडेक भी फील हो रहा है कभी कभार जब सर्वाइकल पेन ज़्यादा हो जाता है. इट्स जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ योर रॉन्ग posture. So when we just see about the kyphotic posture, so what's a kyphotic posture? We discussed forward head posture. It just changes in a cervical spine. In many of things like cervical have a swelling can also develop, and when we have a forward head posture, our upper back or as in a thoracic spine can also develop few of the changes. In that, kyphotic posture is developed. What is a kyphotic posture? I'll tell you. Kyphosis is a curvature of the spine that causes the top of the back to appear more round than normal. So what is a kyphotic posture? Kyphotic posture is the upper back, the shoulders, the upper back posture. You feel more of a round of in your posture. What is your top of the back appear more round than the normal. Like some degree of changes or some degree of curvature is normal. It's like you have few of 5 or 10 degrees of changes. It's normal. You can correct by taking precautions. But if a curve is more than 45 degree, it's just only measured by few of the physiotherapists, physical therapists. So if a physical therapist would say कि yes sir, you or ma'am, you have a more than 45 degrees of a curvature or a kyphotic posture you are having, it have to have treated by a physiotherapy or a normal physical therapy program, which includes exercises, which includes many of machine electrotherapy, exercise therapy treatments. So kyphotic posture can be treated by yourself by taking precautions. Kyphotic posture, if more than 45 degree, you have to have consult a physical therapist and have to take physiotherapy sessions for the correction also. So first just measure it's more or less, then take your precautions. Okay, I'll just tell you kyphotic posture. When you have a forward round shoulders na, it affects your height also, because of your round shoulders you tend to have more of like forward bending in your spine, because of which your height definitely get affected. Okay, so if a person is saying ki like मेरी हाइट में इश्यूज है, तो योर posture should also be checked in the cases of your height also. And I just previously I said you can also develop a cervicogenic headache. So what is a cervicogenic headache? I'll tell you. A cervicogenic headache experience, a headache accompanied by neck pain and stiffness, is nothing more or like many serious things. It's just when your neck pain and stiffness combines, it can develop or lead to a cervicogenic headache. A cervicogenic headache is like when you have neck pain, your neck, all the neck muscles get stiffed, because of which you just develop a round shoulder, and when you have a round shoulder, all the muscles get tight, or your cervical, of your cervical and of your sides of the cervical spine also. So because of which you tend have more of your side, more of your front, more of your upper head pain also. That leads to be a cervicogenic headache. And certain neck movements can provoke this cervicogenic headache. It's like when sometimes you feel like you're having pain on your right side of your head, so when you move your head towards the right side or towards the left side, you tend have more of your headache get increased while you are doing your cervical movements. So that's a cervical headache. A normal headache and a cervical headache can be differentiated by, is like in most cases cervicogenic headache you can develop on one side of your head. When you have a headache, it develops on both the sides in throughout your head. So if you have a cervicogenic headache, you just have a one side headache you can feel. So it can be differentiated by this also. And from this starting, you can have, firstly you can have a pain in your back of your head, then you can feel a pain in your neck, then it radiates towards the front. It's like it's a process. A normal headache you can feel in whole of your head, and if it is a cervicogenic headache, it's a process. First you feel in your back of your neck, then you feel in the sides of your neck, and then you feel in front of your head or in sides of your head also. So that's a cervicogenic headache. So you can differentiate a normal headache or a cervicogenic headache by these following things. Like you can also check your neck pain, you can also check your neck stiffness before going through the, like it's a cervicogenic headache or it's a normal headache. You can check by this also. And if I take as in the comparison of the statistics, like what all the main things, like more which generation is affected more, and males are more affected, females are more affected, you can go through be like the prevalence of kyphosis is estimated effect of 4 to 8% of general population. Is like if we calculate the 100% of population, in 50% is having spine problems, and in 50%, 8% is only and only affected by your forward head posture, your kyphotic posture. So that's the major amount of population is having nowadays developing forward head posture. And if we take like while the prevalence of kyphosis is generally accepted to be essential, it's equally in the males and the females also. It's nothing nowadays like males are more affected, who are going to work they are more affected. No, a housewife can also develop a forward head posture or a kyphotic posture. If we next take like, can kyphosis or a forward head posture can be a poor posture also? So yes, it's a poor posture. And how it can be developed, if we take the children's as a main study compartment, so why children are developing these poor posture nowadays, the forward head posture nowadays, it's just because like in childhood, such as slouching, people tends to be sit like we have to sit like this, and there's no हमें सीधा क्यों बैठना है, हम तो आगे झुक के बैठेंगे. It's a relaxation position. So because of this, they can also tend to develop a forward head posture. Leaning back in chairs, they just sit like we have to just sit, we don't want to sit straight, they just lean onto the chair, lean onto the sofa. That's also lead to a forward head posture. Carrying heavy bags, school bags. Nowadays people are carrying very heavy school bags. You can just lift any child school bag, you can feel it's more than 2 to 3 kgs the people are carrying on their shoulders. So it's very much for a normal child muscles, neck muscles. The weight they are carrying can also lead to a bad posture for them also. So because of which the ligaments, the muscles get tight, and the vertebrae also get stiff of their neck also, by carrying the heavy school bags, by leaning onto the chairs, onto the sofa, or by slouching also. And this can also pull the thoracic vertebra out their normal position. While they carry the school bag, they tends to bend forward, more bends forward, because of the thoracic vertebra, the upper backbone vertebra, spinal vertebra tends to stretch more, while the vertebrae tends to create a normal posture for them. So because of this, their upper back, their cervical, both the muscles, both the spines get affected when a children carry school bag, or when a children just attain a bad posture. That can also leads to these conditions, cervical pain, neck pain also. I personally see patients like students who are of like 12 to 13 years or 14 years, studying in 8th, studying in 10th. They come with me and like, ma'am, I'm having neck pain, and I don't know why I'm having, I just carry school bag and nothing else, I'm not having any injury. So it's just because today's heavy school bags, the bad posture they are attaining, and no exercise, nothing they are doing, they just play indoor games, no outdoor games they are playing. This also can lead to your forward head posture or your bad posture. And if we discuss the same thing in main adults also, the people who are doing work, the people who are doing household chores, what are the reasons for them to develop a forward head posture? They can have too much of the computer. It's like when you use a computer for your regular basis for your work, you have to take breaks in every 2 to 3 hours. That's the perfect mechanism to give your spine a relaxation. So you have to take breaks while using computer. When you are driving, the too much of driving can also leads to your kyphotic or forward head posture also. So in while driving, you can also take breaks. In while using computers, you have to take breaks also. And if people also carry laptops onto their shoulders, so carrying heavy bags, that can also lead to your bad posture. And if sleeping with your head too elevated, people are like, we just have to place 2 pillows under our head, that's not good. That can also lead to your bad posture. And for example, too many pillows or your head propped against the armrest of the sofa, as in while sitting in sofa, people tends to think like just sleep for a while, just take a short nap for that. So while bending towards one side, your other muscles get stretched, on the same side muscle gets shortened. So that can also lead to a bad posture. And after, when you wake up after a 1 hour or something, you feel like stiffness, like you're not able to move your neck properly. So that's the main reason. People are not aware of their sleeping positions, people are not aware of their own posture, what they are carrying by your daily routines. So as in prolonged smartphone uses, that can also lead, as you all know, the smartphones which we are using nowadays, people used to feel like playing games, playing many, seeing YouTube videos and everything. So people tends to use smartphones with a bad posture also. That can also leads to a forward head posture. And this is a brief I just told you, like about what you all can just know about cervicogenic headache, what you all can know about your kyphotic posture, your cervical pain, your neck pain, what all measures you can take, what all precautions you can take in your daily routine, in your correcting your posture. Now I'll tell you a few of the exercise.